So now that we have set up the stage for understanding what your client's needs are, let's try to determine who your target audience is. And it's all about demographics. Demographics are the statistics or shared characteristics of any given selection of people. We need to narrow down the demographics and define your customer based on these demographics. So what I'm talking about when I mention demographics are things like gender, race, age, geographic location, language, income range, whether or not they have kids. Those are all the basics. Some other things you may want to include are their hobbies, where they shop, what their occupation is, the things that define them as a person. So take a few minutes real quick and answer these questions. What is the gender of your target client? What is the age or age range of your target client? What is their income? Where do they live? What is their zip code? Will you only serve your immediate area, or will you cover surrounding areas as well? What types of stores do they shop at? Do they shop at high-end? Do they shop at budget stores? Do they shop at luxury stores? Just name a few stores: Walmart, Bloomingdale's, Target, Home Depot. So take all your answers here and combine them into your ideal client and give him or her a name. But using just demographics isn't enough. We need to know more if you really want to make sure that you're getting the right customer with the right mindset to purchase your products. This information is called psychographics. Now, psychographics are similar to demographics, but while demographics are more or less statistical information about your target, psychographics are their values, the opinions, their interests, and their lifestyles, and other unmeasurable aspects of the target market. Psychographics go a long way into allowing you to get inside the head of your target market so that you can align your message with their values and opinions and all that other stuff. So you want to create a message just for them and discard any irrelevant information that really doesn't pertain to who your target market is. So we've discussed this earlier, but in order to create a message, you first must learn their language. What words do they use? And beyond words, what activities do they participate in? Find those words that create an emotional response. These are the power words that you need to incorporate in your message and use to communicate your message. So you've identified the characteristics of your prospects. Now find out what attracts them. You want to be magnetic to them, so finding out what attracts them will help you become magnetic to them. You also want to identify the characteristics of the people who are unlikely to ever buy from you, and you want to repel them. And by being repulsive, I don't mean repulsive in the sense of being offensive or anything like that. What I mean is in the sense of not attracting them. Because being repulsive to non-buyers actually has the effect of being more attractive to those more likely to buy from you. Because it gives them a sense that what you're offering is exclusive to them and them only. So don't worry about what the non-buyers think. They don't really care about your product or services, and you are never going to get their business anyways. So concentrate only on what your prospects think. Do this and cater to that, and they will be your biggest supporters. So if you want to get on the same level with your prospects, you need to create a dialogue with them. You must connect with them as if you were their friend. And in some cases, you may actually be their friend, or at least at some point become their friend. And they will look at you as someone who can solve a problem for them, and people like that are often considered to be friends. So don't speak to them as if you are business. It's so impersonal to treat customers that way. They want to talk to people, not businesses, and they would rather hang out with a friend than a business. Because we live in such a socially connected world, and it is a business model that we must adopt and adapt to if we want to survive in the modern business world, especially as a small business. And since photographers' work gets shared nowadays in such a way that pretty much anyone has the potential to see it, we must put ourselves out there as humans, as friends, as someone that people can relate to, and not as a business. A lot of big businesses are even beginning to realize this in the social media world and are beginning to develop personalities for their business to interact with their customers. So put your best authentic self out there, and you will attract those that you are meant to attract.